Take a breath. You tuned in up. Another day, another story on the way. So much noise out there. Let's clear the haze. Yeah. Energy's here to bring you all the news. Every story, every voice from every point of view. Current events, real time. You in good hands tonight. This is Banner J. Let's get into it now. Yeah. Yeah. Take a breath. You tuned in now. Banner J. I'm here with you. Another day, another story on the way. So much noise out there, hard to know what to believe. I ain't here to hype it up or tear it down. Just bring the truth to light, let it speak out loud. Yeah. From the streets to the world stage, from the past to the front page. If it mattered to your life, I'm gonna say it right. Banner J is here to bring you all the news. Every story, every voice, from every point of view. Banner J is here. Current events, real time. Sit back, lock in, tap your ears, yeah. You in good hands tonight. You good now. You good now. I know the world feel heavy when you turn it on. Every headline make you wonder where we coming from. But knowledge is power when it's done with care. So I slow it down, break it clear and fair. No rumors, no disguise, just facts and human lines. If it touched the people, then it crossed my mind. Banner J is here, to bring you all the news. Every story, gold, every voice, boy, from every point of view. Banner J is here. Current events, real time. Sit back, lock in, tap your ears, yeah. You in good hands tonight. Yeah, this ain't just talk, it's conversation. This ain't just news, it's information. For the thinkers, for the seekers, for the ones who wanna know. Banner J is here. Yeah, I'm right on time, bringing clarity to chaos, one story at a time. Banner J is here. So stay right where you are. Let's talk about what's happening now and where we really are. This is Banner J. And we getting into it right now.
ACP, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Banner J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Though we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Dear world, I'm writing this letter in an attempt to make things just a little better. This is about living through life's stormy weather, because the truth is that we're not gonna live forever, and that's my point. Well, let me start with my boy that's doing 15 in the joint. Man, he could hoop, but he loved the street life. Could've went pro, instead he chose the street life. He turned rapper and wrote about the street life, but still could not make it out the street life. And one day he bought a Glock. Wait, now page number 2 will take you to another block. A man and his wife can't get along, all they do is fight. Both too stubborn to apologize, and sometimes it gets so bad they hope each other die. And one day she couldn't take it no more, so she decided to run out of the door. She jumped in the car and swerved off in a rage, and baby I'm sorry was all over his face. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now that my homie done bought himself a gun, he stuck up some liquor stores, now he's on the run. Do anything to avoid the police. Now he's strung out on drugs and life is getting deep. To anyone, he would do anything. Give him the chance and he'd steal anything. Next thing he did really screwed up his life. But first, let's go back to the husband and wife. Now he's on the phone with his pastor, and she's on the phone with her mother. He tells his pastor, the woman is driving me crazy. Then swore up and down, she's not the same lady. She says, Mama, the man has been treating me so bad ever since we found out that I couldn't have babies. Then Mama says to her, girl, hold on. Pastor says to him, be strong. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. So let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now there's a warrant out for my boy's arrest, cause he done went and stabbed someone in the chest. Man, them drugs just got him breaking all of the rules now. His face is posted up and all over the news now. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the husband and wife are starting to break down. She says to Mama, maybe I ought to call him. And Mama said, now that's the spirit. He says to Pastor, maybe I should call and say I love her. He say, I'm sure she loves to hear it. Then she gets a call on the other line. It's the doctor saying your test results came back fine. Congrats, girl, you're pregnant. Then she cries, finally a miracle sent from heaven. Now meanwhile, the other side of town, all hell done broke loose and it's going down. Cops chasing Reginald all over town. He's running every red light and driving real wild. Now meanwhile, in this ain't fiction, here is where I need y'all to pay close attention. She's so happy, she calls her husband up. He says, I'm sorry, baby, just as soon as he picks up. She says, I'm sorry too, and I got good news for you. Steve, I'm pregnant and on my way home to you. He jumps for joy, scream hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. While Reginald is still chased by police. She takes the highway, it'll get her there much faster. Reginald on the skyway, chase lasting forever. With the helicopters right over his head, with the searchlights on him. Oh man, now he starts panicking. Rachel's driving, so excited she's not realizing that just a block away, a man is on the run, while the husband's at home praying for a son. And the policeman is screaming for the call. Rachel calls her husband and says, I'm getting close. He says, honey, I'm fixing up something special in the kitchen. And at the same time, Reginald makes a stupid decision. He turns down a one-way street. Then Rachel notices this car coming and yells out, Steve, out of control, a senseless mission. Next thing you know, a head-on collision. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all, oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain? You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling. And he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called. Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. New news drop, everybody stops and comes running, running, running. Oh, just to see what Dan and Jay have to say. Yeah. He brings the truth, oh, day by day. Oh, live for live. Now here's what you need to do. Come on, jump into live now. See what the receipt man is talking about. Dan and Jay is on and ready to give you flavor full of baby, cause he on. Jump into live now. See what the receipt man is talking about. Dan and Jay is on and ready to give you flavor full of baby, cause he on. Live in living color, baby. Your favorite blogger is locked and loaded and ready to go.
It's that time.
Yeah.
We gonna talk for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Dana.
Yeah. Dream team. Hands up, don't fall. Don't fall. Dana J got love for y'all. For y'all. Every win, every loss, we stand tall. One heart, one move. Yeah, I love y'all. Oh, love. Started with a vision, now we living it loud. Same circle, same hustle, 10 toes, no crowd. When it got heavy, y'all carried the weight. Turn pressure into diamonds, made time in our fate. No fake vibes, just real ones here. Every win tastes better when the team right here. If I shine, you shine. It's facts, no cap. Dream team forever. Yeah, we built it like that. No cap.
Let's go.
Dream team. Hands up, don't fall. Dana J got love for y'all. Every win, every loss, we stand tall. One heart, one move. Yeah, I love y'all. Late nights, long road, still smiling. Oh, face strong, goals clear, perfect timing. If you fell, I'm there, pick you up. Same way y'all show me love when it got rough.
Let's go. Let's go.
This ain't just work. Family ties, same dream, same grind, different skies. Toast to the loyalty, cheers to the truth.
Cheers to the truth.
Yeah, I share it with you. Cheers, family. If nobody told you today, yeah, in every way, I don't say it enough, so I'm saying it now. Dream team, this love won't fade out. Hands up, don't fall. Dana J got enough for y'all. From the ground to the stars, we stand tall. One heart, one name. Yeah, I love y'all. That's love, Dream Team.
Let's go. What up, y'all? I'm under the spotlight tonight. We talking about the Misfits, the Lies, the Misfits Part 1, starring Roshona Landfair, Faith Rogers, Drea Lee, and Jaronda Pace. Y'all know how we gonna do it. We ain't playing with nobody. I don't care who you are. And we talking about kills, which means that there's nobody to be spared. So I'm going to say this. Shout out to everybody that's on the platforms that I'm streaming to. But I want to mainly shout out YouTube. Mainly shout out TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. Y'all go ahead and hit that screen, man. Y'all go ahead and tap that screen. Y'all get me to 1,000 likes on TikTok. Like, share, subscribe. Rumble. What up, y'all, over there on Rumble? Y'all go ahead and hit that Rumble bag. YouTube. Y'all hit the what is it? The super chat. LinkedIn, y'all do y'all thing. Twitch, y'all do y'all thing. Well, it's so many platforms streaming to right now. I'm streaming to over 60 platforms at one time. And I think I'm the only one that keep pulling it out over and over and over again. And folks are like, Dana, how you do it? I don't know how I do it. I just do it. Shout out to what is that? Oh man. What is that? Hold on. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to y'all over on Instagram. Got nothing but love for y'all. But y'all know YouTube, I need y'all to go ahead and change. You know, y'all gotta get off of that YouTube hill. Y'all gotta go subscribe to other platforms like Rumble, like TikTok. Because there's going to come a time when I go live and it won't be on YouTube. It'll be solely on Rumble. It'll be solely on TikTok. It'll be solely on Instagram. Solely on Facebook. So you got to follow me around because I'm going to be moving. Shout out to Prima Donna. Shout out to Mama Mary. Shout out to Angela Smith. Cheryl Moore, I see you. Shout out to Shannon. Miss Lady T, to Neil. Who else? Willie. Thick Baby. Thick Baby, did you get your order yet? Shout out to Teresa. And Teresa, I'm sending you something too. Shout out to Kiki. What's going on? Shout out to the Dream Team members that you don't see. That's watching because they either at work or they handling home business. Do me a favor. I need you to subscribe. I need you to go to the members only and subscribe. I think I got the lowest section of members only. I'm giving y'all updates real quick. I will be jumping back into Patreon. So I will be starting to update Patreon. So if you want to come over there, come over there. It's going to be some stuff that's not going to make it over here. That's going to be on Patreon. Okay? There's going to be some stuff that don't make it to Patreon or over here. That's going to be on Rumble. There's going to be some stuff that don't make it to either three. That's going to be on TikTok. That's why I'm saying make sure you follow me because I'm going to be jumping around. Because as the rules change, Dana J going to change. Also, don't forget, YouTube will get the first sneak peek of the listening party of the new Dana J album that's dropping called The New Me. The New Me. Y'all will be getting the sneak peek. I will be letting y'all know when I'm a month out so that way y'all can prepare. And it will be on members only. We'll be on members only. So if you don't got your members, then guess what? You won't know. And will I be streaming to YouTube? I don't know. I don't think. I got to think about it. So just giving y'all a heads up of what's going on. Also, like I say, y'all can hit the PayPal. Y'all can hit the Venmo. But the Venmo is for the spices. Y'all can hit the Zelle. Y'all can hit the Cash App. But all of that is voluntarily. What's mandatory is that you violate the hell out of me. And how do you violate me? By hitting that like button, by hitting that subscribe button, by hitting that join button, by hitting that share button. I got a saying, don't come in my house on my plush white carpet with your shoes on. Make sure you hit that like button going in. And if you forgot to hit it coming in while you're taking your shoes off, hit that like button going out. For the people that's on the lawn, because you know I don't have bushes. Bushes are for degenerate people who can't keep the house care up. So I have a nice plush lawn out there. And for y'all that's on the lawn that just want to prop up a lawn chair and just say, I want to know what Dana J is talking about, like the song say. I want you to also just hit the like button. Make yourself comfortable on the lawn and hit the like button as well. Shout out. Oh, Lord. See, here go my brother already. Here we go. And my brother said, yo, what happened to my hats? You told me you had them. You told you I would pay for them. Love you anyway, bro. I got them, yo. I'm coming up next week. So instead of you making them pay for them, I'm going to bring them to you. I got you. See, I wasn't going to say nothing, but Baltimore, you're going to have me for a week. Make use of your time. I don't know when I'm coming back. After I leave this week, or no, after I leave when I come up there, I don't know when I'm coming back. So make use of your time. You got me for a week. I should be tired when I leave Baltimore. I shouldn't be happy to leave. I should be tired. Just giving you heads up what's going on. Thank you, my king. No problem. And Teresa, I'm glad I was able to service you, and thank you for getting the Dana J seasoning. I will be putting up a Dana J hood seasoning app. So that way, or should I say, I'll be putting up a visual so that way y'all can go and see what the seasoning is. Y'all can go see what y'all want to buy and everything. And then you can hit the email and you can send it to me. You can call the number as well for the seasoning and we can take it from there. Okay. Thank y'all so much. But it's time to do what I do. I heard some people on the internet talking cash, talking stone cold stuff. Now, I'm not one of the ones that run from whoever it is talking. I'm one of the ones, or should I say, I'm one of the degenerate ones. I'm one of the crazy ones that will sit back, let you talk, and then I'll say, we don't have to beef unless you want to beef. But I've come to bring you truth more abundantly. And folks were like, oh my God, Dana, what are you talking about? And you can't do that. I'm going to walk you down. And I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to let you understand. What? I'm going to walk you down, and I'm going to let you know exactly what's going on. Val Spartan, how y'all doing? All of y'all on TikTok, what's going on? Your account is at risk. Wait a minute, what's going on? Okay. Also, don't forget, y'all over on TikTok, send gifts. Tap that screen. And I thank you always for your support. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always one of the ones that'll sit back and I will let you know, like, yo, you wrong for this, you wrong for that. So I've been sent some videos. And the title of the videos, I didn't know you can do this. It was 4 videos in one email. And the title of the video is He's Back. Which piqued my attention. And it got me. He's back. Who's back? Well, a guy that I started this war with by the name of Larry McGee, aka the grown little boy. And as I was at work, I watched video after video. Now everybody know that we started out hating each other, then we became cool, and then we went back to hating each other again because things went too far, things that were said from both sides, and I'm cool with it because I'm going to defend me when there's nobody to defend me. So whether you like it or not, you're going to get this work when it comes to me. With that being said, I listened to his stance. And the stance that he was coming from, I said, you're back to lying, but you back to masquerading. And as I've listened to the way he paint his picture now doesn't operate in the picture that he painted in the beginning. Nor have he came public and said, you know what? I was wrong for what I did. I want to make the wrong right. Even though he probably wouldn't be received. However, you're trying to clean the slate. But the problem that I have even with that is your focus is on one set of parents when it should be all the parents that's involved. And I heard him say distinctly, I don't want to put nothing in his mouth. I don't want to put no words in his mouth. I don't want to take none out. I distinctively heard him say, I believe, that the Clarys are the reason why he's in jail. Now, tonight is not the live that I'm going to do about the parents. Tomorrow's the night I'm doing the live about the parents. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the initiator. I'm going to talk about the gatekeeper. And I'm going to talk about the lion herpy lady. And I'm going to talk about the mother of the lion herpy lady. So, yeah, Terrence, just let me know. I'll be at the show. So, what people don't fail to realize is I'll sit back and I'll watch and I'll collect data. I will collect number data or data, whatever you want to call it. And I'll hold it for when I need it. Now, let me give you a background for the people that don't know. Me and Larry has been slinging mud at each other for nearly 7 years. All these new people that came in, I don't know you and I won't talk to you or talk about you in 2026. I'm focusing on the people that helped put my guy in jail behind lies. That's why the title is called The Lies of the Misfits, Part 1. You all played the role. And I said it. I said, I don't think it's fair that you guys played the role and then want to disappear. No. You got to come out and you got to tell some truth of why you played the role. And Larry's starting to do that. But he's telling his truth from 6 sides of his face. Which make me sit back and say, I know you did this for this against R. Kelly. And I know you said this for this against R. Kelly. But now, why are you saying this about this for R. Kelly? And then you turning around and saying this for that against R. Kelly. I have too much to sit back and say, you're telling the truth. People looked at me crazy when I said R. Kelly is innocent. And the first thing they said was, I seen the video. It was on bootleg. Well, to all y'all R. Kelly haters and the ones that don't know what to think, if you would have went to court, you would have found out it wasn't just one tape out there. It was 6 and different variations of the tape. That's why I keep telling people, you don't have the real tape. Oh, I seen it when he was doing number 1 on a female. I said, I can prove to you that that's Damon Pryor. Then they stop and say, who was Damon Pryor? Oh, that's R. Kelly's body double. Also, that's Lisa Van Allen, baby daddy. Also, that's the one that Lisa Van Allen got pregnant from in R. Kelly house and when R. Kelly was on tour. And Damon Pryor was brought into R. Kelly house by Lisa Van Allen. See, these are the stories that they not telling. Then I heard Larry say, well, Lisa Van Allen was underage. No, she wasn't. She was 18 on a Home Alone video. That's where they met. That was proven in court. That's why she ran from the judge and she didn't want to come back to court and they was going to lock her up. And the marshals had to go get her to come back and testify because she got hooked, snatched in her lie. But see, a lot of people don't know that because they wasn't in court. A lot of people don't know that, and because they didn't read. They didn't read the court program. My problem is and I'm going to say we because I found myself doing it a lot too, we pass judgment on people that we don't like. We pass judgment on people that we don't know. We pass judgment on situations that we don't know about, and we pass judgment on things that we don't agree with. Why do we pass judgment? Because it's more easier to not deal with it and to dismiss it and have your own ideology thoughts versus sitting back, understanding the truth and rocking with it. So Dana, I know y'all on TikTok ain't gonna be able to see this, which saddens me. And I wish we can get a way that folks on TikTok can see things that's going on. But I have to do this. People were saying to me that, Dana, you have to understand that you shouldn't be supporting R. Kelly and you need to support Roshona. Well, and what's up, Jackie Brown? But I had a little thing going on about 6 years ago. And people thought my son was Roshona's son. And I told them 6 times, that's not my son. I mean, that's not Roshona's son. But they were so adamant about Roshona being my baby mama because of my son. So I just started going around with the lies. Oh, okay, yeah. And Roshona, my baby mama. But then I threw a little funny in there. And I said, not only is Roshona my baby mama, but one of R. Kelly accusers who never made it to court, her daughter was my baby mama too. And everybody was like, oh my God, Dana, you getting around. And they ran to platform. To this day, they still talk about it. And I just sit back and I say, silly rabbit, you are dumb. Because tricks are for kids. And you run with it and ran with it instead of saying, hold on, what is the origin of this? So I said all that to say, a lot of you are running with the lie that R. Kelly is guilty. So now that R. Kelly is guilty, and remember, this is only part 1. I'm going to start with the boss, baby. Hold on. What you talking about, Dana? The same exact person that Larry McGee was sending things over to, which is Angel Crow. Let's talk about it. And here's my thing. If people get mad, that's your fault. Because I had a homeboy at one point that turned the enemy of mine that just fell off the face of the earth by the name of Kevin Terrell. And he used to say, the internet is your resume. And at first I was like, that's a catchy slogan. But then I sat back and looked at the actions on the internet. And I said, oh, the internet is your resume. So now I'm just pulling a little bit of people's resumes real quick. Just like when people try to pull mine, and when you pull mine, you get to a dead end. I don't get the dead ends. Because when I pull your resume, I pull it for real. I just choose to pick and bite off of it. I am from Baltimore. And y'all know what the mascot for Baltimore is a crab, right? So I will just pick at what I want until I want to just say, you know what? Let me be the G that I am and put the whole thing up there, put the whole carcass up there. So Larry was sending stuff to Angel Crew. And Larry was in contact with Jane number one, Chicago, and Jane number one, New York. Jane number one, New York, who we going to talk about probably on Friday. Jane number one in New York. And Jane number one in New York father and Larry used to be boys. They was Pete and Pete. They used to be tight until one wanted to be more than he was brought in for. Now, that's none of my business, and I don't care. But what I will say is for all the people that sit back and say, oh, R. Kelly is guilty. Let's see if he's really guilty, okay? We're going to go back to public opinion. And my job is to unconfuse the world. My job is to unconfuse the world about R. Kelly. If it was you and we was close, my job will be to unconfuse the world about you. But the problem is a lot of people has got on this high horse. They got what we call in the blogging world the big head. And they feel as though it will never happen to them. But when I came out and I told Diddy, I said, you next. And Diddy didn't think it would happen to him. Now look. R. Kelly was the prototype to get all of you niggas, N-I-G-G-A-S. The reason being is because you plan on a plantation that don't belong to you. And you were allowed a certain level of superstardom, a certain place of greenbacks. If you notice, I'm not saying money. A certain level of greenbacks. You were able to achieve a certain number of greenbacks to have. Now, the massa is saying, I want it all. And y'all saying, oh, it's not fair. I'm your pet. I delivered this one to you. I delivered that. And the master said that was part of the plan. And this goes for music. This goes for acting. And this goes for sports, the entertainment industry of it all. And I got a live coming to break that down too, probably next week. So now we're going to be real about some things. Boss Baby was talking about some things that a lot of people don't know about. And when she was talking about these things, people will come in. Okay. People will come and say one thing and say something else, right? So cool. So let's read some things real quick. And then I'm going to come tomorrow and I'm going to read this whole thing that she did, okay? So I'm going to start on page 8. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on. That's 878. Okay, yeah. I'm going to start on page 878. Right? Y'all on TikTok, just follow me. Tap that screen. But listen, 2002 was released, right? Roshona said yes. Ms. Bonjean said, and it was your aunt who released that tape. Roshona said, I'm sorry. Ms. Bonjean, which is R. Kelly lawyer, said, it was your aunt that released that tape to Jim Dariagis, right? Roshona said, to my understanding, yes. Pause. But we under oath now. You can't lie or you ain't supposed to lie. So if Stephanie Edwards, I'm sorry, I'm going to hit her myself. If Roshona aunt released the tape Why is R. Kelly being persecuted for a tape that Roshona aunt stole? Now watch. I'm going to give you my ideology of how it happened. Just sit back and watch this masterclass. So Jennifer Bonjean said, it was your aunt that released that tape to Jim Darriagas, right? And that's the infamous P tape that Jim Darriagas said, oh, somebody just sent it to my office, but I act like he didn't know, but he knew the whole time. Now, I need y'all to understand why I say certain things about certain people. So Roshona said, to my understanding, yes. Jennifer Bonjean said, sparkle. Roshona said, correct. Jennifer Bonjean said, her real name is Stephanie Edwards. Roshona said, yes. So Jennifer Bonjean said, now, your father worked on the Grammy-nominated album Love Letter in 2011, right? She said, yes. And that was after you and Mr. Kelly were completely over with romantically, right? She said, yes. That's a key question. And that's a key answer. So I'm down to 18 now. And after you and Robert broke up, you cared about him and he cared about you, right? Yes. Even after you broke up with Robert, you sometimes came back together and had intimate times together. Is that fair? She said, yes, that's true. Then Jennifer Bonjean said, and he helped you out from time to time with finances and things you needed, correct? She come back and say, correct. Now I'm going to pause there. With that being said, do that sound like a victim to you? A victim don't want nothing to do with her abuser. And this is what I mean when I say, y'all running with sugar honey iced tea and don't have none of the sugar to go with the it that y'all trying to sell. So then Jennifer Bonjean gets deeper and say, for instance, you testified that in 2014, 2015, Robert helped you with your rent payments, right? She said, yes. Then Jennifer Bonjean said, I think it looked like your rent was what, about $1,100 or $1,100? Does that sound about right during that period? She said, yes. Then she said, and Robert wasn't writing checks to you. He would delegate that to somebody, right? She said, correct. But the Fed said, objection, Your Honor. That's speculation as to what Mr. Kelly was doing. Ms. Jennifer Bonjean said, well, I can clarify. The court said, what he was doing, I don't see how that's speculating. Overruled. So then Jennifer Bonjean said, you would receive checks, not directly from Robert, but from somebody that worked for Robert, right? She said, yes. Then the question is, and sometimes you would receive wire transfers from somebody who would initiate those wires, right? She said, yes. And having spent 12 years plus, a whole friendship afterwards with Robert, you're aware that he wasn't the person that would manage his finances personally, right? And she said right to that. Y'all gonna see that when I do part 2 to this tomorrow. My question is, how can you go from a helper to an abuser? Now, something seems off to me because Bo Brindley has said he have Roshona Landfair testimony, and she's willing to go public against the government. And I told y'all, be careful of these devices, because when you're using these devices, some things is just not what you think it is. Now, Roshona was scheduled to get $20 million for her testimony against a guy that she loves, and R. Kelly. She was propositioned and threatened and was told, if you don't testify the way we want you to testify, people and things you love will start being taken away from you. At first, she was like, man, I ain't testifying. I'm good. I go get me a lawyer. I don't care what you say. Her father went to go meet with the feds. A week later, he died. Hold on. Homeland Security and those CIAs, they specialize in heart attacks. He died from a heart attack. 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2. Or is it? So then they come back and say, I told you we'd take things away from you. Do you want us to take your kid? In return for the testimony that will hammer Robert, she got unlimited Section 8 and a transfer. Listen what I'm saying. Unlimited Section 8 from Chicago to Los Angeles, California. Unlimited EBT or SNAP for her kid, and her family. And then on top of that, $20 million to testify for us to get Robert. $20 million. Now watch this. You have a young female who's from the slums of Chicago. Same thing that had happened in Baltimore. You had a female that was from the slums of Baltimore. I'm gonna put it out there. I ain't skipping over nothing. But you had a female that's from the slums of Chicago who spent time night in and night out with her godfather, Robert Sylvester Kelly, that the government and that some haters and some dumb women who wanted to be number one has turned on and now vilifying. With that being said, they are being coerced, they are being propositioned, they are being tampered with, just to tell the judge, this is what happened. Even if it's not true, just do it the way we want you to do it. He will be gone and you will be rich. You won't have to speak to him no more, but he will be in agony behind your lie. And I want you to make it believable. So you got to go to an acting coach that's co-producing a show called Surviving R. Kelly. Even though you can't cry, we're going to put a fan on the side of you with a plate of onions. Don't move too hastily. Don't look down. And when you feel the tears coming, shake your head and sob her. That way the world will be duped in a psyop. And while y'all think it's about y'all, it's actually about the catalog. We need to make sure that he don't get access to his catalog. The nigga R. Kelly's so stupid This is what they saying. The nigga R. Kelly's so stupid. We applied the little pressure, and he pushed back with this 19-minute song called I Admit. Who the hell do he think he is? So since you admit, we gonna flip the script and make these chicks admit to something that you didn't even do. And we're gonna create a psyop so big that everybody in the world is gonna say, you're guilty. Now you think the world love you. I'm gonna show you how this machine works and make the whole world hate you. And Robert sat back and said, I ain't saying a damn thing. I know I'm innocent. I don't got to prove myself. Nah, Robert, get in front of this. Nah, I don't got to do none of that. I'm R. Kelly. I don't got to do none of that. Well, you know you got some folks that don't mind slinging and banging and telling the truth. That'll jump out there for you. But then when those folks jump out there, we realize that, Robert, you got some folks that's in your cheering section that's stabbing you in the back at the same time. Now, hasten, Bella. Now, Dana, what is your synopsis of Boss Baby of Roshona Landfair? How did this tape get out there? Well, here's what I'll say. Lisa Van Allen said that she stole some tapes, right? It's only one way Sparkle could have got tapes, and that was through Earl. That's why I said fuck Earl. He can rot and piss. And I mean that. And I don't care who don't like it. Because Earl introduced Sparkle to Robert. And then he started mistreating Sparkle. Sparkle ran to Robert because Robert can do things Earl couldn't do. 1, he can produce. 2, he can write. And how can an illiterate man with dyslexia do that? Well, I've disclosed that to y'all before. Y'all got to come at another time when I talk about it. But I'll say this. iPads, iPhones was a wonderful thing. Come on, TikTok. I thank y'all for supporting me. Man, y'all get me to 1,000 likes, please. iPads and iPhones was a wonderful thing for Robert because he was able to record ideas and then take it to the studio, listen to those ideas, and say words back into another iPad. So when people talk about 1,000 devices, that's what those devices was, songs. So when you see people say, oh, I got the catalog. Yeah, you might have went and got the devices. After the feds got them, they had to turn them over to somebody. Don Russell. Let's make it make sense. So I'm putting y'all in a perspective of what's really going on, of what's really happened. So now Roshona got upset that she never received her $20 million because the judge that died said, no, you don't get no money. Roshona like, huh? So now Roshona is willing to testify against the feds. How do we stifle that? Let's give her a book deal. Uh-oh. Where have we heard that before? Every so-called accuser got a book deal and a movie deal, right? Or a TV show. But I'm got to pause that because wouldn't nobody have been able to move on R. Kelly if it wasn't for this person?
A lot of girlfriends. We ain't gonna never be together, boo-boo. I ran for him for 2 years. Like, no, ma'am. Oh, no. I don't want to be your girlfriend because you got about 1,500 of those. And then one day, I don't know, he just wooed me, and I looked, I was like, he cute. Okay, man, we might be able to do this. Let me see what we working with. And it just seemed like overnight, it just turned into, and I think because we were friends first, that it was easy because I loved him as my friend. So to fall in love with your friend, it was just an easy transition. It wasn't one of those, okay, he's sending me flowers and jewelry and clothes and cars. It was like, dude, let's go to McDonald's. Let's get this little 9-piece jumping off in a Coke and talk about playing basketball. So we just had that bond that was really, really cool. And there you go. Next thing I know, we're getting married. We have our first daughter, Joanne. We go on tour. I'm knocked up again. We have Drea. We go on tour. I'm knocked up again. We have little Robert. So our life, it just went from homeboy, homegirl, dancer, choreographer, fiance, wife. Now we've got kids and nannies. We got a bus with toys and cribs and extra security. And I'm just wigging out because I'm like, how did it go from a girl on the South Side getting food from a soup kitchen to R. Kelly's wife? Those 3 children that we have were out of love. So it's like we had good times, and that was my friend. And at the end of the day, I lost my friend. And it's hard to deal with. And I hope one day we'll get back there.
Hold the hell up. Hey, Ms. Ann. I see y'all on TikTok. Thank y'all for the 1,000 likes. Let's keep putting them hearts up. Wait a minute. How did it go from y'all was in love and all of this? Y'all had one kid, which is Joanne. Then y'all had another kid, which is Drea. And then y'all had another kid, which was Lil Robert Jr. And everything was so happy. And y'all had a bus full of toys. And then Surviving R. Kelly dropped. And he did this to me. He made me run. He made me. Hold on. I would play it. I would play the song. But YouTube be trying to strike people. But the song is for the love of money. He's 99 running things. You got to understand the power of greenbacks when you running out. And when you don't have the bank no longer. And when you're not accessible to the bank no longer. You will do whatever you have to do to get back in the good graces of the bank. And what has been happening? You've seen Drea jump out and green light Surviving R. Kelly. Without her saying, yeah, I'll be a part, and this is what happened, you don't have Surviving R. Kelly. And I tried to explain that to Robert. And Robert was like, no, but people got a right to speak their mind, even if they lying. No, they don't. You do not have a right to speak your mind, even if you're lying. What up, Griff? You do not have that right. You may exercise it anyway, but you don't have that right. Because now, since you're lying, you're ruining someone's reputation. And as long as I see that, I can't unsee the fact that you lying on R. Kelly to get a bag. So then you get into it with Jaronda. And you make the producers from Surviving R. Kelly stop Jaronda from doing her TV show because it will hurt your TV show, right? But I ain't jumping on Jaronda yet. Because Drea comes out with another clip after people wanted to counsel the same people that she sitteth under seat with the ungodly with. The same people that wanted to counsel R. Kelly. The same people that was saying mute R. Kelly. Drea Lee comes out in rebuttal against them and then rejoins them. But this time, she wanted to do it on her own. And she planted a seed in her daughter, Joanne, and tried to make it seem like that R. Kelly touched you. And he did it when I was young. If you don't know theater, you're going to be surprised every time. The first thing I teach people when I teach my theater classes and when I teach my acting classes, pay attention to the music. The music is what's going to set your mood. And then when the music sets, the reactions from the actors is what's going to make you believe it or not. And that's why Denzel is so good. That's why Shannon Tatum is so good. That's why Jamie Foxx is so good. That's why, even if you like him or not, Tyrese is so good. That's why, even if you hate this guy, Dana J is so good on camera. Because you tap into the music. And when you can tap into the music, you can tap into the role. And the only way you can tap into the role is if you do research and put yourself in the role. Take the role out the role and put you in the role, which makes it believable. I said that to say this. Drea Lee put herself back in the role. If you think I'm lying, check this out.
Happy people. Yeah. Step in. Other baby daddy, ex-husband, on the radio. And I celebrate him. He does, we do what the fuck he do. Family first, honey. Family first. And you know that special rule about family. I can say the fuck I want to say about him because he my family. You ain't got shit to say. I'm going to cuss your ass out. That ain't your motherfucking family. That ain't your husband. That ain't your baby daddy. Those 3 children that we have were out of love. So it's like we had good times, and that was my friend. And at the end of the day, I lost my friend. And it's hard to deal with. And I hope one day we'll get back there. I don't give no fuck what you think about him personally, him as a writer, performer, artist, producer. The list goes on and on and on. The man is undeniable. But at the end of the day, he had to do all of that with that dark cloud. But what kept him focused and kept him going is I have to do this for my children to make sure that they are okay. Because he could have just went under a rock and hid and shit been in shambles and we'd be the fuck everywhere. But that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, I love him for that. I will always respect him for that. And he did it with grace in the height of the storm.
Drea Lee. Hold on. He did it with grace in the height of the storm. But I thought you said he ain't do nothing for y'all. I thought you said in court, and I was sitting right there. I thought you said that he stopped paying, he stopped doing this. So now we know you lying. All this because you wanted to get back with him. And he had Azriel and Joy. And you got upset. I wish I still had that clip, but I'm going to go look for it. You got upset because you went public and said something about you and Robert getting together, and Azriel and Joy both came out and said, no, we ain't leaving. And then you became bitter. Let's tell the truth. You tell people, I slaved to have this last name. No, you don't want to release the last name of Kelly because you still have hopes that you will be a Kelly again, not just legally, but in public opinion. Even though you coming out and you slandering this man's name, but that's the propaganda machine, because now, even though that slander is out there, you're hoping to get his attention. And you hoping that he will do something that he never does. Address the boufale. Shout out to Dr. Rogers. The problem is you got me that will put the thing in a thing and tell the truth. So, Drea Lee, I think you need to recaption what you put out there and tell the truth, because whether you believe it or not, they want you in jail too. And I'm not talking about just the government. I'm talking about the people in public opinion. So now we leave Drea Lee and we get to the gatekeeper, which puzzles me, because the gatekeeper have an interesting story. In court, it came out that she had 3 fake federal IDs. Wait a minute, what? She had 3 fake federal IDs. All I'm saying, she was 19 when she was 16. One was a driver's license. Second one was a beauty license, a cosmetologist license. The third one was a passport. And in court, the government dismissed it and gave her immunity because she came to testify. And she came to lie, or should I say test a lie. Her romantic relationship was with Bubba. She called herself being grown. And she wanted to have threesomes because she'd been having them all along with Bubba and Dominique. She imprinted on Dominique. But Dominique was of age and was messing with Robert. Kelly, that is. Jaronda wanted to get to where the money was at. The money wasn't in Bubba. The money was in Robert Kelly. So she gets in the height of things. This is what she say. He pulls her pants down and she say, wait a minute, I'm 16. Now, everybody been drinking. Everybody been this and that. How did you get here if you 16? Bubba, her ID says she 18. Hold on. But she didn't bring the ID. Bubba was the steward of the house when R. Kelly wasn't there. She jumps the gate. No, pause. I'm getting ahead of myself. She comes to the house in Olympia Fields. Bubba lets her in, shows her around the house. She lays on R. Kelly's bed. At the time, R. Kelly had a white dog called 12 Play. She takes a picture with 12 Play in the bed to give the ideology or to give the thought that something else is going on and that Rob is there. At this time, Rob is in Africa. She leaves, go to her uncle's house, get some clothes, some shoes, and come back. She makes up this elaborate scheme, her and Bubba, to extort R. Kelly. Bubba wanted a tattoo place and everything. So they follow through. They go to Susan Loggins. Susan Loggins puts the machine in place. and goes to Daryl McDavid. They bypass R. Kelly, go to Daryl McDavid. Daryl McDavid, Susan Loggins come up with this elaborate story. Robert probably thought Bubba was cool with him and asking Bubba like, yo, you hear about this? And Bubba sized it up. And they paid Jaronda. But the signature's not a Robert Kelly. But because Daryl McDavid handles the finances, he don't need Robert's signature. He got the stamp pad. What I say go. That's why I'm having a hard problem now with this Bo Brinley being Robert Kelly's lawyer. And Robert is so eager and so quick to be manipulated that they promised Robert that they will get him out in 60 days. And in the 60 days, thank y'all for joining me. How y'all doing? What up, Jace? Y'all on TikTok, how y'all doing? And in the 60 days, Robert was supposed to have been free. Now, I'm going to pause that there because I'm going into something that I don't want to go into just yet. But this is what Jaronda had to say. Hold on. The money as well. Robert would bring different girls home. Hold
when
on.
I went to Rob's house, I always felt like the chosen one. But then after being there for
and you maintain.
Hold on. Let's go here. The money as well. Robert would bring different girls home that stayed just like me. And they were definitely younger than me. I couldn't talk to the girls he brought home. I noticed I had a certain amount of time with Robert than the other girls in the house. I couldn't talk to them until it was my time. I had to wait, I guess, wait in my room until Rob was ready for me, right? Watch this. Of course you're going to say that the girls were younger than you because y'all creating a case. But let's listen. Let's pay close attention.
When I went to Rob's house, I always felt like the chosen one. But then after being there for a while, I started seeing other girls around the house.
Hey, brothers, are we starting to see a theme here? The quote-unquote relationships always start to go downhill, not because of the treatment, but it's because the female starts to realize that they're not the only one. That's truly what upsets them, is the envy.
House. I'm in this room, I'm sitting on the bed, and I'm just waiting for Rob to give the next order, pretty much. When he opened the door, he walked in, and he saw me on my phone. And that's when he explained that I can't be on my cell phone. That started the rules. I had to give him an update about everything. Like, if I was about to brush my teeth, I had to let Rob know. If I wanted to take a shower, he had to know. And then when guys came around, I had to put my head down or I had to turn and face a wall.
Well, once again, once he gave you those rules and you maintained the rapport, the relationship that you had, that meant that you tacitly agreed to the rules. And I have no problem with R. Kelly making sure that in a mansion that he owns, that he knows exactly what people are doing in his house. You have no idea why people are in your house. They could be in your house to do you well. They could be in your house to do you harm. When you're a celebrity, strange people going into your damn bathroom, you have no idea what they're doing. They could be planting drugs. They could be planting a gun in your bathroom, trying to set you up.
When you disobey him or you question him, that's considered breaking the rules.
So take your ass home.
I didn't see my friend Dominique in the house, but I knew Dominique was there because me and her used to always try to meet up in the house, and it never worked out.
That's the exact reason why R. Kelly established the protocols that he established regarding any female in his home having to ask him permission to use the bathroom or move around, because he knew that if he did not do that, mischief was going to ensue.
Rob always kept us separated. I would be isolated. I felt like a...
So my question is this, and I'm going to ask this for everybody to know. If you have a house right? If you have a house, if you have an apartment, and people come into your house, my question is, do you have rules for your house? Can anybody just walk in your house and walk through your bedroom and bathroom and go in your kitchen and cook? Do you have rules for your house? If not, I don't want to come there. I don't ever want to come to your house. The problem is, and I'm going to keep it real. The problem is everybody was given a script. And it's the ghost person that you don't see and don't hear about that planned R. Kelly demise. So everybody's saying, who's the ghost person? Cheryl Mack. Stay tuned Thursday. It's coming. Because I'm going to read the whole setup of R. Kelly, a.k.a. surviving R. Kelly. With that being said, you cannot come in my house and go past the designated area in my living room. If you do, I'm putting your assets out because you violated my place of peace. And what people are not realizing is that men have rules just like women have rules. Now, my question now that I had back then is, when did you climb the fence, Jaronda? And everything that you said R. Kelly did to you, you came back and said your uncle did to you. And your uncle was the first one to do it. So since you couldn't sue your uncle or get anything for your uncle, you put it on R. Kelly. But the Fed says she got immunity. It's what she say goes. Pause. At this point, R. Kelly have a fight. R. Kelly have a right to face his accuser. And Jaronda and them are accusers. They are witnesses for the state. In order to have a lawsuit, you got to have an injured party. But if R. Kelly never ever seen or interacted or indulged with the United States of America, how can that be a lawsuit? How can you have witnesses to somebody that you never seen before? I keep asking the questions. They played on this man illiteracy. They played on this man inability. And I'm going to go here. The so-called friends, -3, that didn't testify on his behalf, they were unsolicited co-conspirators. They went down there and told their story and made it his. And the ones that was willing to testify, that got immunity, every last one of them is saying, I just wanted to talk to Robert. Can you put me in his good graces? I can stop this. Well, if you could stop it, why didn't you? Because you realize it was bigger than you. And when you realized it, you was too deep in the pan. With that being said, Jaronda, I want to know, when did you climb the gate to get some shoes when the door was open for you? See, if Canick would have used the model that I sent for him to use and not for the ones that Sylvia and them talked them into using, Robert would have been free. in New York. If they all ain't lie on Doug Anton, Robert would have been free in New York. Hell, Robert was about to get house arrest. And Greenberg said, oh, I don't know. Greenberg overstepped Doug Anton and said, well, I don't know if we got the funds to do that. Oh, whoa, what? What you mean? Didn't they say that he got fans that pay for him to escape? And Robert never ran from a court day? Robert ain't never have a blemish on his record until now? From the docu-lie and the liamentary of y'all people? Let's talk about it. If we're going to talk about it, let's put facts up there. I have so far dismantled 2 of your so-called accusers. There was only 14. So that should let you know I'm going down the line one by one, including the bloggers. I told you when I spin the block, it ain't going to be the nice thing. So now we leave in Jaronda for momentarily because Jaronda is a liar. We're going to go into Faith, the herpy lady. Let's check this out. Pause. I thought y'all said that R. Kelly make his women wear sweatsuits 24/7 and they don't leave without him. That's Faith. But that's Azriel I hear in the background. Faith got on some short shorts and a nice shirt. But that's Azriel I hear in the background. See, when you know people's voices and you know what they say and you know how they sound, you can distinctively pick out who's who. Just like if I was blind. And you put Angelo to the left and grown little boy to the right. You have both of them talk, and then you have them cross the room and then talk again. I can tell you who's Angelo and who's grown little boy. But you clearly hear Azriel in the background singing a song and then saying, ho. But I thought they don't go nowhere alone. Robert wasn't there. I thought that they got to wear sweatpants and sweatsuits 24/7. Something just ain't right. Let's go to another clip about Faith.
Faith Rogers and her ex-best friend, Summer Bunny, aka Cardi B's husband Offset's ex-side chick. Okay, so Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny are friends and have been since they were little children. They were friends up until recently. Just the other day on Instagram, both Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny exposed each other regarding each other's past sexual relationship with R. Kelly and rapper Offset. Both women, Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny, became known to the world for their sexual relationship with 2 very well-known musicians, R&B legend R. Kelly and rap sensation Offset. When it comes to Faith Rogers' relationship with R. Kelly, Faith Rogers, along with her lawyer Gloria Allred, she alleges that R. Kelly abused her, whereas her best friend Summer Bunny was sexually involved with Cardi B's husband, Offset, just as his side chick. Now, both girls, being best friends growing up together, being sexually involved with 2 very well-known celebrities, feeling like it looks like like two friends got together and possibly plotted against these two celebrities. That Summer Bunny was living with Faith Rogers and her mother, and they often refer to each other as sisters. But when Faith Rogers came out and accused R. Kelly of infecting her with herpes, Summer Bunny and Faith Rogers had to distance themselves from each other so that they won't be linked as two girls who look like they're setting up celebrities. These pictures of them together, along with other videos on Instagram, have been deleted. Just the other day, Summer Bunny posted on her Instagram just the other day, and she said, "These R. Kelly hoes be lying and want money." And some of these hoes' moms was dressing them up to go see them. Now, Summer Bunny didn't say anyone's name, but apparently Faith Rogers feels that she was talking about her. So she went on her Instagram story and she went off.
That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got this shit on motherfucking video and audio. I just trying to hold that shit because my daughter's in a situation. I got this bitch saying it on goddamn tape, video and audio. You can see her goddamn face saying this shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, was Mama Kelly the one behind telling her daughter to say that R. Kelly gave her herpes? And is Tim Savage the key to unlocking the lies? Timmy, my boy. Timmy, my boy. If you know they lied on this man, why are you not telling the truth about what they lied on him about? You'll go tell Levi and Storm Monroe that you think R. Kelly need a new trial because the Clary set him up. But wasn't that you? You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I come back to that, y'all. Let's look at another clip about Faith. Let's go.
I have not seen your medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
Hold on. You got herpes, but you're not taking your medicine. And you take care of yourself by what?
I have not seen your medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
Let's look at that again.
I have not seen your medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
What did you say, nigga?
I have not seen your medical records, but I am curious what your doctors are advising for you.
So they have some medication out there. I'm not really taking it. You know, I take care of myself by eating right.
Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place.
But Ann Donnelly gave you a settlement for your medicine that you're not taking. You have herpes, allegedly, from R. Kelly, allegedly. But he don't have herpes. The government brings in a doctor that prescribes Veltrax to him. Pause. Only after he have throat surgery have Veltrax been prescribed to him. Because Robert was hard-headed and his stitches bust in his throat when he got his lymph nodes taken care of. So because he had surgery on his lymph nodes and he being hard-headed and busted stitches and the pus was coming up, they gave him Valtrex and now he got herpes? Because you claim to have herpes? Let's look at number 4.
I like them hot, the ones that don't tell me to stop. Eat dick, swallow the cum, and they know how to pop. I need a project, bitch, a hood rat, bitch. One that don't give a fuck and say she cook that bitch. She a don't get with it. She go Bible deep, then she know how to moan it with it. Open the lid and squeeze a nigga like she want me in it. Now turn around, I like them hot, the ones that don't tell me to stop. Eat dick, swallow the cum, and they know how to pop. I need a project, bitch, a hood rat, bitch. One that don't give a fuck and say she cook that bitch. She a don't get with it. She go Bible deep, then she know how to moan it with it. Open the lid and squeeze a nigga like she want me in it. Now turn around.
What up, Westmo? You got herpes and you popped it like that? But wait a minute. I got the best of the best clip. The best of the best clip go like this.
First breast job. Faith Rogers paid for her first breast job.
There you go. There you go.
Okay? R. Kelly didn't buy Faith Rogers' first car. Kelly and Charles Rogers did.
He only bought
Okay?
the two girls'
You know what he
breasts.
tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. That's what he gave her.
Yes, he did.
What did you say, nigga? Tried to give her herpes. That's what he gave her.
The two girls'
You know what he
breasts.
tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. You know what he tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. You know what he tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. You know what he tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. You know what he tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. That's what he gave her.
Yes, he did.
That's what he gave her.
Yes, he did.
And no, and stop saying she got genital herpes. She does not. But it don't matter.
Right.
He exposed her. He
Right.
tried to give it to her.
Right.
He exposed her.
Right.
And they tried to give it to her.
Right.
He exposed her. He
Right.
tried to give it to her. He exposed her. He
Right.
tried to give it to her.
Right.
He exposed her. He
Right.
tried to give it to her.
Right.
He exposed her. He
Right.
tried to give it to her.
Right.
He exposed her.
Right.
And R. Kelly didn't pay for Faith's first breast job. Faith Rogers paid for her first breast job.
There you go. There you go.
Okay? R. Kelly didn't buy Faith Rogers' first car. Kelly and Charles Rogers did.
He only bought
the
two girls'
You know what he
breasts.
tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes. That's what he gave her.
Yes, he did.
That's what he gave her.
Yes, he did.
And no, and stop saying she got genital herpes. She does not.
Oh, yeah! Going back, and I'm taking y'all with me in the first class cabin on the Ass Whooping Express. All aboard! Woo woo!
So if she don't have herpes, why did Ann Donnelly give you a sum of $300,000? That means that y'all lied under oath, and that means that for your victim's impact statement, y'all went up there and carried on a lie because y'all seen cameras out there. Which means that this case can be reopened because now, wait a minute, even though it came out before, now that people are seeing it and I'm streaming it, is now considered new evidence. Because it have reached more than 100 people. So now it's considered new evidence that now Bo Brinley can come to the feds and say, look at this. This is a breakdown. Sharon Wimbush, I know you watching. And you took my other content and gave it to Bo Brinley, and then he went and talked about it. But because he don't know the context of it, he got stuck. So when he said, oh yeah, I got everything, I can get R. Kelly out, I can do da. If you don't know the context, you're going to look stupid. That means you got to come and talk to me. It's a reason why I stopped talking about that evidence. Because then y'all could have got it and made it seem like it's y'all that's doing the legwork. No. Me and Prima Donna are strategically not saying certain things. And if you notice, when I stopped talking and I stopped saying certain things, Bo Brinley couldn't come back with nothing. Bo Brinley needed an extension of time, hoping that I would come back and say something. Why? Because some folks hit me and said, Dana, can you talk about this? I surely can't. Until I'm being contacted, I ain't talking about it. You ain't going to play with me and my content. And they did that to get rid of Jennifer Bonjean for Chicago. When Jennifer Bonjean have all the equipment to destroy Chicago. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tannissons. I appreciate you, sweetie. So, what people don't understand is I am not playing with nobody in 2026. You will not extort me the way you did from 2018 to 2025. You will not hold up no my head. Oh no, you don't want to interview with me, so that mean that you don't want your guy R. Kelly out? No, that's not what it means. What it means is I'm not giving you information to run back and make it seem like you the one that's doing things. I gave you enough rope to hang yourself. And when you called yourself cutting me, cool. Now you're going to have to put it together. Because only I can put together my content. Just like only Prima Donna can put together her content. And when y'all put out there, oh no, we can get Prima Donna on the mailing list, we can get Dane on the mailing list, let me let you in on a situation. If you think that Dana is not talking to, I'm going to leave that there. As much as people tried to sever that situation, and it worked for a little bit, if you think Dana, I'm going to leave that there. It ain't for everybody to know. Because now I realize that everybody don't want to see R. Kelly out. Including the people that pose to be supporters like Sylvia and the rest of them. They don't want R. Kelly out. They want the money that comes behind the stories of R. Kelly. I'm just going to put it out there. And I learned the hard way that backstabbers are real. So, Faith, now we know you don't got herpes and you was lying about that. And if you was lying about that, you'll lie about anything. With that being said, this is a series I'm doing, and I'm not going to draw it out. But every day, I'm going to bring you something different about different people that ran to the networks for a check in return of this man freedom. Now, Faith, I can't talk about something I don't know about, right? Me and your old lawyer had a nice little conversation, Miss Redwine. And Miss Redwine saying that she was even duped by you and your mama. That's why she dropped the case, because you couldn't provide certain things that she needed it. What up, Jordan? Golly, I got my 11-year-old on here. Oh, boy. I got to watch what I say now, because that little nigga run back and he start saying some things I said, and then when I say he can't say that, he say, well, Dad, you said it on the internet. Shh. My son on my TikTok. Oh, God. But hey, I love my little twin. However, Faith, we know you're a liar. Drea, we know you're a liar. Jaronda, we know you're a liar. Roshona, we know that you lied for a check. And then you wrote Robert a letter and said, they made you do it. They was taking people from you, so you had to do it. And that's what Bo Brinley is talking about when he said he's going to subpoena Roshona and them to come and testify against the feds. You can't lie now. The problem is when you working for those people, you put yourself in jeopardy to either lose everything or to lose your life. That's why people that know is saying Donald Trump is the only way right now. Because when Trump realized, and when certain people like myself and other people is sending stuff to Trump and letting them know, like, look, this is a Michael Avenatti setup all the way through. And then we realize in Chicago court that the guy that set R. Kelly up was a client of Michael Avenatti, along with Angelo Clary and Jaronda Pace. And we always wondered, what was the key? What was the key to Angelo Clary going to Michael Avenatti? What was the key of Jaronda Pace going to Michael Avenatti? The key was the klepto, Keith. Not the one that's with R. Kelly, but the one that tried to extort R. Kelly. And we're going to learn that later. So now we see that everybody is working hand in hand, but the mistress of information of that situation was who? None other than Lisa Van Allen. And when you have people jumping out there telling you that Lisa Van Allen was never in a bad spot when she was with R. Kelly, you sit back and wonder, hold on, whoa, what? She was messing with R. Kelly. R. Kelly went on tour. She got knocked up by Damon Pryor. She filmed the piecing. What up, Mo? She filmed the piecing and then framed him. And then when R. Kelly first attorneys was going to bring him in as a testimony, the feds stepped in and said, no. He's part of a cult. We ain't going to let that happen. That part right there, Primo. Why would victims need attorneys? That's his name, Keith Morrell. Yep. So I said that to say this. Be careful. Primo said, people didn't want to believe what I peeped, yet can't nobody convince me that all we saw wasn't intentional. And my only point was the defense shouldn't be on YouTube. It should have been in the court. Facts. We know you taught him well. Prima donna facts, nothing but facts. Shit. RL reached out to him after surviving R. Kelly, asking what should she do. They skipped that part. Held him hostage and coerced her. Facts. Prima, get me that too. I don't know if I still have that because I'm transferring everything over to my cloud. So I don't know if I have that still. Why were victims the attorneys? Yep. Keith Morrell, but I was making it up. That's because people didn't know what we was doing, Prima. And they were so hell-bent on being number one when we were just trying to get this man vindicated. Is Michael Avenatti is in jail? I don't know if he's on house arrest or if he's back in jail. I don't know. And prosecutors skipped how Chuck Freeman tried to sue him for not paying him for the tape. That's supposed to be CP. And that was obstruction. Oh, yeah, we're going to get deep into that, Prima. We're going to get deep into that tomorrow. See, people don't want the truth. And this is where I call Larry to the carpet. Because even though he did what he did, and he should be held accountable for what he did, there's still some people that need to be in jail for what they did. I don't think, and I don't believe everybody needs to get immunity if they telling the truth. Hell, if you are telling the truth, why do you need immunity? You only need immunity when you're lying or when you are incriminating yourself. So therefore, if you are incriminating yourself, that means you were part of what? The problem. So when we talk about the setup of R. Kelly, you can't say R. Kelly wasn't being set up when everybody that testified needs immunity, and it was 50 in New York. And out of 50, 49 of them said he don't deserve to be in jail. It was 17 in Chicago. And out of 17, 16 of them said he don't need to be in jail. When I do that ratio, I'm looking at a 98 to 2%. So why is he in jail? If they are saying he don't need to be in jail, my question would be, why would you say that? What part did you play? But now we giving out one-man RICOs. And I ain't gonna lie, I did enough in my lifetime that if R. Kelly is gonna get a one-man RICO, I'm quite sure myself and a lot of other guys could get one-man RICOs. So how is it that R. Kelly go to jail, but none of the other folks go to jail? None of the other folks are being brought up other than the government witnesses. My last question for the night will be, when did R. Kelly violate the United States of America? And the B part of that question is, how can you violate someone you never seen before? How can you damage or hurt someone that you never seen before? This is why people don't like me. Because now I breaks it down to the lamest term, to where even the slowest person can understand. How is it that a person that you never seen before can sue you and put you put you in jail for the rest of your life and use people that has lied on you as witnesses and you never seen that person before? We playing a dangerous game. We live in a dangerous life. And we accusing and using a dangerous lie. With that being said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to hang out with me tonight, and I thank you. This concludes part 1 of the lies of the Misfits. check this out. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. And I want to let you know the Dana J seasoning is in full effect. Check it out.
Dana J hood season, man. I'm talking about that white dirt for all your vegetables and potatoes and anything from the garden, salads and everything. They got that Cajun. Oh my goodness, they got that ooh child. Don't forget that seafood. And last but not least, he got this thing called tropical. Go to Dana J Spices at yahoo.com.
Just letting y'all know a little bit. Shout out to Chris Terry. But I'm telling y'all now, go support Chris Terry. Go support Prima Donna News and Prima Donna Pastries. Go support EJ and his poems. Go support Alicia, Real News TV podcast, who drops the nuggets. Definitely support Dana J. Go support Wisdom's daughter, because she brings facts on top of facts. Now, I'm going to play 2 new songs tonight. I need y'all to tell me if y'all like them or not. Well, one of the songs is, but it's not new. One of the songs not new. But before I get into the song thing, check it out. Crunk Ain't Dead album is on its way. And the hot song Crunk Tonight, along with the video that got me in it, coming soon. Check it out.
Yeah. Your boy Big Sam. Mr. Quack Quack it in, bitch. With Mr. Quack Quack.
Man, y'all got amnesia.
Put some sauce on it. I just don't give a f. Standing on the table with the weed bottle. I just don't give a f. Standing on the table with the weed bottle.
Yeah, so that Crunk Tonight gonna be hot, man. I'm all through the joint, man. Acting a fool, doing what I do, man. Support ain't nothing. It's nothing like genuine support. And for all the haters out there, I got one thing to say. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. So before I go, I gotta get that sound bite put back in there. But it's one time out, it's over for you. This not the type of tea I want. It's over for you. So I gotta get that put back in there, because for some reason, Mac, they will just, yeah. Mac will just do some things. Mac will definitely do some things. So can they make sure that you don't have certain things that you need? And I'm just like, yo, come on. Like, this is crazy. I'll come back and get it. It'll be on my next joint. So look, I'm going to play this song before I get out of here. This song is for Robert Sylvester Kelly. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it. Check it out.
Dear Robert, it's really hard fighting for you.
Put them flames up if it's hot. If it's not,
you listening to,
put them ice cubes up there.
or the ones hurting you, stealing from you,
Check it
turning
out.
on you out here, and trying to keep you there. Radio don't sound the same when your voice ain't in the night. Every note remind me of a different time in my life. They don't know what you meant to us. Behind the stage, behind the fame, I'm just missing the man I knew. Why the world just saying name? Robert Sylvester Kelly. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I'm talking to the walls again. Praying that you hear this Dana J song. Oh. Trying to separate the noise from what was right and what the Fed said what went wrong. We miss you, Robert. We miss the soul in your sound. We miss you since you ain't been around. We've been hurting, watching legends fade away. Dear Robert, I wish I could take the pain away. Oh, wish I could talk to you. Yeah. Too many voices in your ear. Too many hands in your damn name. Everybody got a fucking opinion, but don't nobody seem to feel your goddamn pain. I know you've been robbing, made mistakes, carried weight. Still I hate how quiet it got. When your music used to be so vibrant. Ooh, used to vibrate. Somebody sit you down, just me, you. Don't cry. I tell you, don't let the world define your whole life now. You're more than headline, more than the fall, more than an industry takedown. You're still somebody's song. You really changed us all. We miss you, yeah. I miss the way it was. We miss you. A gift to fight the love. Your judgment. Just a heart that still believes. Dear Robert, I'm still praying for your peace. From one soul to another. From one song to another. Song to another. This song ain't about the noise. It's about missing you. We need them doors that love upon not open up and let you out, Robin. We seen the misjustice. We heard the lies. We also know home what they stole from you. R. Kelly is a persona. But Robert Sylvester Kelly is a real person. It's a difference between the two. This is for you, Robert Sylvester Kelly. This is for you, Robert Sylvester Kelly.
So that's one of the ones I did for him, man. Look, there's a version of that that's going to make the album. You don't want to miss the album release. It's going to get crazy. And the night before I release it worldwide, everywhere on all digital platforms, just know that I will be having a pre-listening party, a pre-release listening party for my members on YouTube only. and then the big release is going to come afterwards. But I got a song, and the way I do it is I do when I record my songs, I do songs strictly for the album, I do songs strictly for the street, and I do songs strictly for YouTube. I got 2 songs I want y'all to hear. 2.5 songs I want y'all to hear. All right? I want y'all to tell me how y'all, like this song. And I'm going to tell you, not only did I sing, I produce all these songs myself. Okay? Not only did I sing, I produce all these songs myself. So I got into my bag, and when you don't see me on YouTube, I'm working on the album. Simple as that. Whenever you don't see me on social media, I'm working on the album. And this is one of the songs I came out with. Tell me if you like it. Because I'm an artist. And I'm an actor. And I'm a real live man. And I'm sensitive about my shit. So tell me if you like it. If it's fire, put the fire flames up. If it's a dud, put the ice cubes up. This song called Love Me First. Y'all know how y'all got that first love? Or y'all got that love? And you loved her first, fellas? And she want to tell the world about it? Check this out. This is how it go. Tell me if you like it or not.
Yeah. It ain't baby mama drama. It's grown woman standards. Dana J, you knew before I did. You saw the cracks I was hiding in plain sight. Still pulled up on me like you gon' be alright. I was busy moving fast, chasing the next thing.
Hey, Tanner.
You were steady loving me like it
love you
meant
back.
Something. When my phone was dry, you stayed consistent. Yeah. When my pride was loud, you stayed persistent. You ain't try to own me, you just showed me how real love feel when it slowed me down. Mm-hmm. That's real, that's real. Say it again. I was guarded, you was patient. I was broken, you was gracious. You ain't wait for me to change first. You love me first. Dana J, love me first. Love me first. Love me first. When I didn't even love me right. She believed in the man I was becoming, become before the winds, before the lights. Dana J, love me first. No conditions, no rehearsal. Now I'm standing on my word. Cause a real one love me first. Stack on. I done seen love come with strings and stress. You came clean, no mess. You didn't weaponize my past. You let me breathe, let me grow, let me last. When the world was loud, you was my peace. When my ego flared, you spoke to me. Not trying to change me, just challenge me. That's how you build a man properly. Talk to me, say that. I was running, you was rooted. I was lost, you was intuitive. You ain't need proof or a bird. Dana J, love me first. When I didn't even love me right. She believed in the man I was becoming, before the winds, before the lights. Dana J, love me first. No conditions, no rehearsal. Now I'm standing on my word. Cause a real one love me first. Hey, I ain't perfect, but I'm present. I ain't rich, but I'm invested. I show up, could you show me how to love without keeping score now? Ooh, you saw me clear. It's that grown love, not that back and forth stuff. Hey, let's go. Love me first when I didn't even love me right. She believed in the man I was becoming. Before the winds, before the lights. Dana J, love me first.
That's a blessing, that's a verse. Every man in need a woman that love him first. I'm not here because I was ready. I'm ready because you were real. Dana J. That's love.
So I got stuff for y'all, man. Listen, I got stuff that's coming with heat. You know what? I even got a TikTok song. This is the crazy part about it. I even got a TikTok song. I even got a, you know what? You know what? And when people try to crack on you, right? And you go ahead and give them a cracking song. So, you know, and when people try to say, oh, Dana J a fat boy, which I'm not, I just created a big back song. It go like this. Check this out. I'm just saying, man. like it's stuff that I got. I'm still working on, man. Like, yo, it's crazy. This album is gonna be so out there to the point where you ain't gonna know what to do. Like, I got this song that I turned into a TikTok challenge, right? Called "Why You Hating." I want y'all to tell me how y'all like this. Let me see. I need my YouTube version of this. I need my YouTube version. Here you go. Check it out. That's just a little TikTok joint. That's YouTube version. Y'all know stuff making an album is crazy. Like I got so much I've been working on. It's just this joint is just, oh man, this is wild. It is wild what I got going on. It's wild. It's wild. And I plan on bringing everybody on a ride. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna give you. I gave y'all that version, right? I'm gonna give y'all a YouTube part 2 version. Check it out. I told you I got stuff all day, man. I got stuff for y'all all day. Like this album is gonna be crazy. I got straight R&B joints. Prime example. I did a song called "You Are My Weakness." No, it's called "Still My Weakness." I'm sorry. I did a song called "Still My Weakness," and then I did a song called "You Are My Weakness." Her point of view, and I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of "Still My Weakness." Then I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of "You Are My Weakness," her point of view, and then I did one called "I'm the Problem." So I'm gonna let y'all hear that real quick. "Still My Weakness." I'm gonna let y'all hear "Still My Weakness." I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of "You Are My Weakness," and I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of "I Am the Problem." All right, check it out. I'm just giving you a little bit of it. Hold on, y'all don't hear nothing? Y'all don't hear nothing? Hold on, whoa, what is going on? Two, 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 two. Y'all don't hear nothing? Are you serious? Wow. Two, two. Hold on, hold on. Y'all really don't hear nothing? That's weird. Hold on.
What?
Y'all couldn't hear none of that? Oh my God, bro. Hold on. Tell me if you hear this. So could y'all hear that? That's crazy. So could y'all hear that? Y'all missed the last 3 songs. Boy. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure y'all can hear the songs. I'm gonna put them. All right. Okay. All right. I know what I gotta do. So okay. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow. No, Friday, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek of all the joints. I know what I gotta do now. This is weird. I shouldn't have to do all this. Oh, Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have to do all this. But okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna make sure y'all can hear every song. And I'm just gonna play snippets of every song. Because it's weird that they can hear me on TikTok. Hold on. Hold on, let me see something. Hey, can y'all hear me over there on TikTok? Could y'all hear the songs over there that I played? Hey, Candace. So did y'all hear the songs that I played over there? Thank you so much, Honey Nia. Thank you so much, the motivator. G Green, what's up? So y'all heard the songs? Wow. So on TikTok, they can hear the songs. Let me go to IG. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me go to IG. Hold on. Could y'all hear the songs over there on IG? Then J love me first. Loving my baby girl. Hey, what up? What up, Harper Blue? Crown North, what's up? Team Shigi. Team Sigi. Team McGee. Okay. So could y'all hear me over there? That's weird. Only YouTube couldn't hear me. Everybody else heard everything. Tia, what's up? Shout out to my IG fam. So listen. Since I got it like that, I'm gonna have to redo it and play it because hold on, let me see if y'all can hear this though. Let me see if y'all can hear this. Tell me if you can hear this song.
Yeah. Whole different table now. Danny J. Stomping with them big dogs. Feel the ground shake. Every step heavy, let the real ones relate. They ain't from nothing that called my place. Now it's big dogs. Only at the stomping with them big dogs. Pressure on me still, never fold, never break. Get my bloodline built for this.
What's going on? Can you hear that, Tim?
My wall killed them all, yo. Cause I'm stomping with them big dogs. I earn my stripes in the dark, no witness. Have faith when hope felt broken distant. They played checkers, I studied position. Now they study my move like a supervision. I don't brag, I confirm by results. Every loss turn fuel, every win my fault. I've been calm through storms they couldn't insult. Cause my foundation.
Okay. So y'all can hear when I'm playing it through the streaming device, but y'all can't hear it straight from my master files. Oh, okay. Y'all can't hear it straight from my master files. Okay, cool. So that's what's going on. Y'all can hear from my streaming device, but not from my master files. Okay, makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna have to put my album on a streaming device, but I'm gonna have to block it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. You know what? Hold on. Let me see something. Can y'all hear this? Let me see something. Let me see if y'all can hear this. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Tell me if you can hear this. Hold on. Tell me if you can hear this.
Baltimore raised me. Baltimore raised me.
So can y'all hear that?
But it don't gotta bury me. So
Brown sugar, hey.
Be more careful.
So can y'all hear that?
Sirens sing me lullabies. Nightlight, blue and red. Corner taught me how to think before I ever left. Same blocks, different dreams, same pain, same tears. Seen too many futures disappear in a year.
Okay. So y'all can hear that loud and clear. Okay. Cool. Okay. So I can just do that then. All right, cool. So There's so much I got on here, man. Like, this is crazy. I'm so jiggy. All the girls dig me, wanna get down. Baby, you hear me out. The players trying to hate me. They trying to talk about what they really can't see. It's so much that I have. I'm up here looking for. Yeah, man, it's a lot. I fix it. I ain't gonna go into it. I fix it. But I thank y'all for joining me tonight, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to join me tonight, and I appreciate it. And with that being said, tomorrow we here for part 2. Let's get it. Once again, I thank y'all for joining me. Y'all could have been anywhere out there, but y'all chose to rock with me tonight. And I want to say thank you. Thank you. And thank you again. All right? Peace.
Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah. Simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain. Follow me. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain. Follow me. Remember me from Lake Clifton, Eastern High School, also down at the Harbor Place, working at the fudgery. I was always singing at the Jeter shows. That time was so special to me. There's so much more to Dana J than what the eye can see. I want you to know I love you. I want you to know I need you. Where would I be without you? Nowhere, 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 nowhere. Feel it in my music, along with the stories I bring. I'm never gonna lose it in no way, no way, no way, no way, no way.